political prisoners in Iran. دوستان ما سخنران انگلیسی نداشتیم، یه اطلاعیه انگلیسی هست که سعی کردن خلاصش بکنن بخونن. چند تا سخنران داریم، آقا ستودم خودشون اومدن و تا دو هم بیشتر وقت نداریم، بنابراین لطف کنید سخنران‌ها یکم مختصر و مفید، ما دیگه سانسورتون نمی‌کنیم. اطلاعیه انگلیسی داریم از همون نهادهای همبستگی با جنبش کارگری ایران خارج کشور، کمیته تورنتو. بفرمایید شیرین.
We strongly condemn the crimes committed by agents of the Islamic Republic against the Afghan workers and their families in Iran. Islamic barbarism and mercenaries against the Afghan workers and their families in Iran has reached its peak of brutality. After years of pressure and losses of all kinds of discrimination, exploitation, humiliation, deprivation, and inhuman treatment of all there against the expelled and displaced Afghan refugees. Now the thong organized manner oppressed from all sides the honorable Afghan people, counting yes, have been brutality poured gasoline on their houses and set fire to them. Many of their families have been injured and lost their lives as well as whatever little positions they may have had. Authorities at hospitals refuse to accept these injured in. The majority of them that are left with nothing and no help are exposed on the wilderness around yes. Government officials would use revolutionary guards and organized criminals to create message of hate for the Afghans. The unofficial story that they had put out was that two Afghan individuals in revenge had captured, raped, and murdered an 18-year-old girl. They would use unofficial stories such as the one above to hunt Afghans down and arrest them violently in groups of 200 or 300 guards and organized criminals. Police officers who are patrolling the cities and towns to prevent such crimes do not aid the helpless Afghans. Instead, they supporting the revolutionary guards and organized criminals to capture and violently arrest working class Afghans and their families. It's easy for defenseless Afghan working class people in years to be treated in such way, as no less can be expected from a country that has Islamic laws and regulations, and the leaders are all above their own laws and regulations. From the initial day that they came into power, the Islamic regime of Iran had the slogan that is, Islam grew with blood, meaning violence. They did this to put fear into people's hearts. For those who do not yet believe this, there are some reminders of the murders of Kurdistan, Turkmen Sahara, Khuzestan, massacre of prisons in early 1980s decade, the serial murders, a student residential crime, overseas assassinations, and etc. This is more than 30 years of life crimes and massacres for this regime in Iran. Iran's regime do not have respect with communities. They are only a standing force due to the fears they put in people's hearts with guns and violence. Unfortunately, the international media is silent and there is no repression of news anywhere against such brutal crimes. It's brutal and the world is unaware of such barbarism acts. Tell others, let them hear our voice and shout their justice all around the world. Hearing no evil and seeing no evil against such crimes should be a crime. Labor movement of Iran condemns these inhuman acts and crimes against humanity. All freedom-loving people of working-class Iranians want to stand up in defense of their colleague demanding a stop to this barbaric practice. Compensation and recognition should be awarded for all Afghans in Iran under international human rights law. To assist Afghan workers and their families in Iran, solidarity committees with the Iranian workers movement abroad.